Hi guys, so it's morning and I've been waiting to do this the whole morning. Like I have some other errands to run, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna get to this first and then I'm gonna run my errands. Basically have the whole day since the kids are at school and my older son only has a night class. So I'm gonna try out the Crafter's Companion box 19. It was adorable. I think a lot of you guys think it's adorable. People are like, oh, you know, they had some issues, I guess, with the HSN auto ship part of that, but like I said, mine just showed up like last month saying there was gonna be 2 more boxes, so this is one of them, and then the next box 20 is still there to either accept or, you know, to decline if you want to skip it, but it still hasn't been scheduled for out than that. I do see that Crafter's Companion has it on the UK part of it. Like if you want from the US side, you're not gonna be able to get it right now, but if you sign up with the UK side, I guess they'll ship it, but that's for people don't believe in the, don't live in the US. Don't believe in the US. Anyway, don't live in the US. So you can work that out, but it's adorable. So what I'm gonna do, of course, is pick out some of the stamps, what it is that I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna use the dies, obviously you wanna use those. Pick out some of the colors of the papers and the patterns. And I just realized, I think the last time I used the box, I didn't use their card blanks. I don't know why. I chose my own that I already have, like a 5x7 card, which doesn't really make sense. You should use what's in here. So let me look at these cards and see about that, and we'll pick out what we're gonna use there. I do have an idea though of using some, what's this stuff called? Oh my gosh, why can't I think? It's right in front of me. Embossing powder. Now, you guys know I have a basically hate relationship with this, oh, let me put that light away, with this Crafter's Companion white opaque pigment. So if you're watching this today, it's quite possible you can still get it on the good price that they just had for the whole set of the pigment inks. I think with my discount with the 20%, and actually today there's an extra 10% off of your whatever discount you always have. Just go on their site on Crafter's Companion, and if you're shopping, it'll just be automatic, the extra 10%. But you have to be through Club, you know, sign up through Club Inspire. I think it was going to be $136 for all of them, which is a great price. The only problem is, like, I already have all of the fast dry or quick dry inks. I have all of the water reactant. I love those inks. I hate this white opaque ink. I do like the metallic ones, but you know, metallic inks that are opaque always work really well. I think regardless of the brand that you choose, in my opinion. I've tried a few and they all work out great. But this white is such a pain. What? It stuck to my hand. And so what I'm going to do is use it to then not use the clear, because I had bought this basically just like this on HSN. I got it for free because I had a coupon, and basically if I added this because it was $9.99, I would get $20 off my whole order. So I was like, yeah, so basically I got it free plus 10 bucks off my order. But it came with a clear powder, right? Because you're supposed to be able to stamp in the white, emboss with the clear, and use this clear with all of the embossing inks, which is fine. But this white is not that great. So I think what I'm going to do today is stamp some of the balloons in this, so it's kind of shiny, right? Like a balloon. I thought that would be cute. So I have my big basket here, and if I can get it in frame, I will. It's a big, huge tub that you get at Michael's, full of embossing powders. Because back in the day, girls, didn't we buy all the embossing powders? We did. Oh, look how pretty this color is. This is a la mode, I don't know, pink embossing powder, but this is brighter than just pink. So what I'm gonna do is choose a few colors that coordinate back with, oh, I think I have flocking powder in here too, that coordinate back with the papers, which I think might be those, and like a purple would be pretty. Well, that's flocking powder. Anyway, let me choose a few colors, and then this is a good time for me to try out the Crafter's Companion heat tool, which I bought a while back. As you can see, I haven't even used it. I never tried it out. So it does come with a little stand, which is somewhere around here, but that's not the biggest deal. I do have obviously the blue one from, I think, Doris, that works great. I have one from, I think, this brand too. But we'll use this one today just to try it out. It has a cool handle, like a hair dryer, and it has your low and off and high. So I think it only works that way, yeah. It doesn't come out straight. So we'll try that out, see how it sounds and all that. So let me get out some of the items from the kit. If you want to see what all is in the kit, I already made the video for that last night because I was super excited. But just so you know, if you go to crafterscompanionbox.com, I think it's what it's called, crafterscompanionbox.com, they already have some videos up on making tutorials and then what's in the box too. So I think that's what it's called. So let's get started. Okay guys, so this card is going to be a little more technical than I thought. So I hope you guys enjoy it and can follow along. I don't even know where to start. Let's start with the card base, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I picked out, you know, the different card blanks they had there. I chose the square. And so it's a 6-inch square. Let me see if I can go up a little bit more without showing all these tripod edges here. Okay, so it's a 6-inch square, and we're gonna make it into a side easel card, which I've never really done before, so I thought that'd be kind of fun. Okay, I already don't even know where my scoring tool is. Hold on. I do know where it is, I just didn't get it. So what we're gonna do is score an angle, diagonal there. And I'm gonna use a lot of tools because I have them, but if you don't have them, you can work these things out other ways, okay? So hopefully. But let's bring this guy out, and basically we wanna score down, right down the middle, right? So I'm trying to line this up on the 4-inch mark because that'd probably be easier for me to see. What's a bummer is that the 4-inch down here, I can't just say, okay, 4 inches down at the bottom of this scoring specific one, because it's the Crafter's Companion one, and it's different. At the bottom, it's like a box base measurement, so the measurement will not be quite as nice. But let me get this ruler and see if I can get it nice and straight. That looks pretty good. I think I have it eyeballed really well. We'll see. We will soon see. So I'm just using that mark because it's in the middle, but all I want to do is, ooh, did I cut the paper already? I think I cut through it. Is just get a nice score there. And I did. I gave it a little cut there. Oopsie. Because I used the side with that little blade edge almost. But if you have your scoring tool, I would use the rounder. I just really wanted it to be nice and crisp. So once we did that, hopefully you can see the card's facing me just like normal, but I did a diagonal this way. So when we open it up, the card's gonna open up like this, and then you're gonna have a stopper here, okay? So hopefully this will work out like I was thinking it would. It might not, I don't know. I just had an idea of putting the word hello off the edge here and then like love or something. But we'll see what happens. So that was my idea, and hopefully we can execute this idea. So, put that to the side. That's our card base. And this again is a 6-inch card base, square. So I have some pieces here that are gonna help us put our card together. This I'm gonna use for the inside. These are all cut at 5 3/4 inches. So at 5 3/4 inches, I'm gonna use this to line the inside. Again, you can put more of the colorful paper. So I'm gonna use that there. We're gonna use this to line basically here, but I'm gonna cut out the word hello off the edge. So we're gonna do some partial die cutting, which I'm a fan of. Sometimes you just have to work it out, and you really have to see how large your machine is that can take a piece of paper in any which way to run it through to not cut through the whole paper, right? So if the word hello is gonna pop up, I'm gonna stamp the word hello in black ink. I know that's kind of weird because it's kind of jarring black ink, but I think that'll be fine. And then our little word, I think hello love. Well, hello friend is cute too. Let's do friend. Even though I like love, but we'll do hello friend. It's just that it's a bigger word and we can see it a little better. And then this guy I'm gonna put on this back corner to cover that up. And now you can cut out normally, like if you were gonna do an edge card, put your paper and cut on the edge of both of them so the purple and the white pop up. But I figure let's just do the purple. The white can stay on its own nice and pristine, and then we'll put the other paper there on the back. So let me put these to the side because the next thing we have to contend with is this guy. Now, in my mind, I'm debating, do I stamp the word first and then cut it out, or cut it first? But we are going to do a couple things so that we know it's going to end up perfect. So hopefully, so we will see. But let me get the word hello, because that's the one that I'm going to partial die cut and go ahead and stamp in black ink. And I'm going to use the larger Crafter Companion stamping platform, because even though the smaller one, this fits on the smaller one perfectly fine, I need the platform to kind of give me the grid lines that are going to let me know that I'm perfectly diagonal. And the other little guys, if you turn them sideways, they're not going to go from edge to edge of the paper. I hope that makes sense, because I'm going to use these lines to help me know where to put that. So I kind of want the word hello. So hopefully, as you can see on the grids, obviously they're straight across, right? But if you turn it at an angle, you can use those same grid lines to help you see if you're kind of centered. And to me, the 10 centimeter or the 4-inch mark is what's going to help me know that this is, do you see that? How my paper is diagonal, but this grid line is pretty much straight over it. So when I push it down, when I'm ready to do that, this is going to look really nice and be centered. So I do want it to hang off the edge. And then I was like, you know, maybe over here would be cuter. Well, hold on. Ooh, got to think about this one. Because when we turn that over, yeah, it'll be off the edge over there. And then friend. Yeah, so let's make it do a little bit of edging. But so see what I'm doing? I'm just kind of lining that up so I can see that it is perfectly diagonal. And so when I push it down, it's right on that diagonal mark. Okay? So hopefully you can see what I'm talking about. It already stuck on there. So of course I'm going to keep my paper nice and diagonal somewhere here. If you think you need to tape it down to keep it straight, do that. So I'm going to leave it where it is. This is an acrylic stamp. So sometimes if you want to go in, especially with this, because it's a full stamp, you know what I'm saying? If it was like a little outline, it might be okay. But this kind of thing, it really wants to bubble up. So I'm just taking a sanding buffer and just roughing that up, but just in one direction. I'm not like really messing with it too much. And I'm just gonna use this alcohol proof dye ink just because I have it here, but again, you can use any old ink. Oh, you know what, while I'm doing that, I remembered I'm gonna go ahead and use the Stamping Platform Professional Stamping Mat, because now that I have two of them, we might as well use it, right? Which may or may not help. Let me see. Oh, that's weird. I had a big old bump, like something, I guess when it was being shipped, something was messing with it. Now I gotta clear all this stuff out because I forgot I wanted to use this. So I'm basically gonna use this the way I'm using my glass mat to kind of give me some idea of diagonalness, that it's on the straight, you know, nice straight diagonal. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight, obviously. It's handmade. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. And now again, I'm gonna ink this up. Ugh, what's a bummer is that sometimes it makes marks. Like, not the best, but that's okay. I don't know if that's gonna do it, but we're gonna go with it. It looks like it's already bubbling up. Ugh, how annoying. Alright, so again, I'm gonna try to use my number 10 to help me know that I'm kind of in the right spot. Push that down. Really make sure I'm getting that coverage there. Oh, that's cute. So the little L just missed. To be honest, I might be able to stamp it again. Let me see. Let me just make sure this is lined up again. And again, I use the number 10 to line up right on the edges. This is not really meant for this kind of thing, but that's okay. I'm just going to push in that L area where I missed that little bit. Not bad. And you can still see it, so that's what I wanted. I want it to be obviously dark enough to see. I'm going to move that to the side. Now the next thing we're going to do is do the partial die cutting. So I brought out my Anna Griffin Empress just because I have the larger plates, but then I realized you don't really need the larger plates. You can use the small plate system, just do it sideways, okay? Oh, I hate this. I'm just gonna rip that. And we want our hello. Now what I'm gonna do real quick is that little trick that I do where I'm gonna put this on a piece of scrap paper. Let me find a piece of scrap paper. Ooh, what did I bump? La 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 la. There's tons of them, but of course I'm like, well, this is big enough to use later. I think this one will work. Okay, so I'm gonna run this through my machine real quick. And for Anna Griffin, I'm just going to use the A plate. I'm going to go ahead and let it cut. Well, actually, A plate. The magnetic shim is in there just because it's stuck to the, well, I always use magnetic shim, but the metal shim is there. It's stuck on there, so I'm just going to leave it for now. And then my die, paper, just a scrap paper, and then the other A plate. I'm going to run this through real quick. Remember to press run, or it's not going anywhere. And hopefully I'll be able to keep this on there with the paper so that we can do this little trick. Sorry guys, this is really stuck to the mat. Okay, so it cut out this, right? Oh, this is actually kind of cute to use later. Look. Oh, it's his own thing. I mean, that would be cute. But, okay. Just like a little balloon animal. So I'm going to place this back in here just so that it's exactly the same way. Kind of nesting in there. And I'm going to take a piece of tape to make sure it's in there exactly the way it came out. Sorry guys, because my card's there, I can't. Okay. And now what we're going to do is use this as a little template to let us know that the cutout is exactly where we want it, but let me make sure this is in a way that I can use it. There we go. So I'm going to take this and kind of see where that's going to cut. That way I have a pretty good idea. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of lined up over and I can see the edges and exactly how everything looks. And if I like that, I'm going to pop this down. And this one's a little bit tricky because of the way I put the tape. I probably should have put the tape over by the H and let it flap open the other way. But there's that. And I'm still going to tape it down a little bit so it doesn't move up here. And I guess we could have done a diagonal line already on this paper. Well, we're going to end up cutting that away, so that's why I'm not really that concerned with anything. Hopefully I haven't lost you guys yet. So on this is what I'm saying. You can use the regular Anna Griffin cutting plates, because instead of running it this way, we're going to run it in the fat way, okay? So what we're going to do is bring this over here, and again, I want a little bit of it obviously to stick up and out. We're not doing right on the diagonal. Let me see here. Actually, I need to be right here. So hopefully I left enough. It's just a little bit sticking up that's going to be cut off the top, okay? If you wanted more, you could have stamped a little higher up and then still lined it up with the part here. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. And I should have done this a different way, because now I'm going to have to eyeball if I do this right. You want a full sandwich in that area so it cuts all the way through. Okay, meaning really make sure that it's coming in contact with the magnetic mat, the metal shim, and everything else so that you can really get a nice pop through. And I'm going to run this through my machine just like that. So half of it's hanging off because that's not going to get cut, but the part that's underneath the plates is going to get cut. So I'll run this through my machine and I will be right back. I just want to make sure this thing is nice and even on this back side. You see if I turn it, I'm like, ooh, I can see where, okay. I need to cut from the little diagonal to the little diagonal. All right. And hopefully I didn't mess this up. We will see. All right. So I just did that little bit, if you heard the machine kind of struggle at the very end after most of it went through. Okay, I'm gonna take this off. Aww, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. And it even made a line for me. But basically we're gonna trim this away. Hey, not bad. I guess I could have planned it a little differently with the little pop-out pieces. So just real quick, let me clean this up. Now, again, if you want to come through here with, you know, your ruler, that totally gave me a line, which is so funny. I like to go ahead and cut it. I'm just going to fold it with my hands. But again, you can come in with your ruler and just make a nice line, and then we are going to cut this away. So I'm just going to use a piece of scissors. A piece of scissors. Anyway, a scissor. That's not going to be super straight, and I probably should have straightened it, but that's okay. You can use X-Acto or anything else you want to use, and all these little bits need to be cut. And I'm going to cut that with a better scissor than this big bulky one. Let me get these little guys. So cute. These little tiny pieces that want to pop out, I do want to get rid of them. Just cut that away. It almost cut that. And then the little O has a little piece too. So cute. All right, so now we have hello. And where's my card base? So basically the idea of this was that it's going to go right here. Right? That's cute. And then I'm gonna do friend. Now, Put this to the side. And I'm going to need some white stamping paper, so let me grab that. Let me not lose my pieces. This is so adorable, you guys. You can totally just use that by itself. Look how cute that is. Anyway, let me get some white stamping paper and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're basically gonna prep this and prepare it the same way. This is just a white piece of stamping paper that's Crafter's Companion stamping paper. We have their stamping platform here. This is a 6-inch. It also fits on the 4-inch. See with the little guy, it fits. It's not that big a word. Again, we're gonna scrape this up a little bit. The last time that kind of worked, but not completely, so hopefully next time I stamp with it. A lot of times when you prime them and you're using them, then they start kind of doing what they're supposed to do. Oh, see, I don't want to rip the thing. I don't think I ripped it, did it? No, just... So, again, this time what I'm going to do is use the... oh, I was going to get the wrong one. The white, pure white. So you're not going to see it. You can use embossing ink, which I have tons of them from Martha Stewart, you know, all these different brands. But I'm just going to use this. I'm going to ink this up really good. Because this stuff, what it is about this opaque is it's juicy and it takes forever to dry. Like, this is much better actually inking it up than I've seen in a while. So that's good. So we'll see if the whiteness doesn't mess up what I'm going to do here. So I'm just going to take my paper. It doesn't really matter. You just need to make sure that you're stamping on here, right? So even though this is friend, I'm really going to push down everywhere like the last time I missed a spot. Because this time it'll be detrimental if I miss a spot. So hopefully that did it. I can see that pretty much it's all inked. Hopefully, can you see that? That's so cute. Okay. I'm gonna put a scrap piece of paper down here. And I think that thing is on. Let's see. Let's try this thing out. That is the low. Feels pretty good. High is very hot, so we're good. And then I just grabbed different colors. I did not have purple. I thought I had like a brighter purple, but it was almost like this pink, so I'm like, oh, that's a bummer. So I do have some green too. I was gonna try to use as many colors as I can, so let's go from pink to purple to green. Does that make sense? Pink to purple to blue, I don't know. And if you really want to try to keep this separate, you know, try and do that. But I don't know that it's gonna... I'm basically going to make a mess when I try to put this stuff away if I do it. And I can take a pause between each color and put it away, but that's okay. Oh, you know what? The next one should be blue, right? These are like different brands and like Martha Stewart. I got lots of different things here. Oopsie, the eye. But like I said, you can take your time because this stuff doesn't dry super fast. Oh, that's so cute. Hopefully that purple, well, I'm going to do a little more. There, that's better. Don't want to whack it off too much. Look how pretty those colors are. I'm probably going to have to carefully do my thing and not waste too much. Try to... Oh my goodness. And I did not rub this away with any kind of anti-static stuff, but you can do that. Look at that. Especially because we're going to cut it out, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. Oh, goodness. Let me put the lids on this, because what will happen is I'm going to spill every single one of these bottles. Because that's just how I do it. Okay. I'm going to place this somewhere else, too. I'm going to go... Oh, goodness. Try to carry this. I was going to say, I'm going to put this in my... I'm going to put it over here. Hold on. If I put it in the kitchen, somebody's going to come in and knock it. And I have these little tiny spoons that can basically deal with that. All right. Look how cute. All right. Let's get it going. I'm going to start with low. Let me close up a little bit for you guys before I get... Low's not really quite cutting it, so let's get to high. Ooh, the Martha Stewart one works really well. That first one was that A La Mode brand, not too good. So cute. Okay, if I hadn't done different colors, you could go over it right now that it's hot with like the same colors again and then do it again, but I think that's good enough. I'm trying to see, like here, it looks like, I don't know. The thing is, what happens is if you do too much, it will like melt into the paper and it becomes like nothing. Have you guys ever done that? So I don't want to do that, but look how cute. Now the mode one came around. It's still kind of hot and sticky right now. Again, this stuff stays warm. Like if you wanted to go over, like I said, with the colors again and then do it again, it'll be even thicker. But what I'm going to do is put this to the side for right now, let that cool off. And when I come back, I'm going to make a little, like with this piece right here, I'm going to go ahead and run this through my machine just to make a little template for me. Maybe this way. I don't know. We'll see. So I can cut this out perfectly and I'll be right back. Get rid of this mat before I mark it up with stuff. That's one thing. If you do have something oversized that you're going to stamp on there, you can just put like a paper towel or something to keep the over inking to get onto the mat. Unless you don't care, then, you know, do whatever you want. But if you want to keep it nice and purple, just make sure you're thinking about that. So I just cut that paper down that I just showed you, that scrap of paper, so I can make a little template. And we do have the word friend. I mean, I can stamp on this later if I want, but it doesn't cut out the way the other, like this one, right? Where it actually looks like hello on its own. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why they didn't do that for these guys. That would have been cute, but whatever. All right, so here's my word friend. I'm gonna flip that open and use my little aperture to see where it's going to cut, and hopefully it will be perfect. This one does not have a lot. So this is what's interesting. It doesn't have a lot of room around the edges. And I was watching a video this morning because, like I told you guys, I was excited and I went to look and they already have some videos. Craig did them. His D was just like this. See how the D is way out? There's a lot of space. There's no way to really compensate for that. If I move this over, then the F has a lot of space, so it just depends where you want it to be. I think something's wrong with the stamp or stamp and die combo, which is kind of a bummer. I noticed that on his, and he's like, as you can see, it's perfect. I'm like, that's not perfect. But okay, let's pretend. Because it did cut into the D also on this side, and I thought that was kind of a bummer. But it's what it is. Okay, I'm gonna, I hate when I do stuff like this, because this magnet's gonna move that, but hopefully it didn't move too much. Let's go ahead and cut that out. And we're almost done with the technical stuff, guys. I don't even know if you can hear me. I'm like bending over and yelling. I should have brought my little table out. Alright. I've been hearing some weird stuff right now recently with that Empress. Do you hear that? I have to pull it out. It's not really pushing the rest of the plate out. Huh. You have to check on that, but... Okay. This is so cute. I mean, it's a cute, cute, cute set. But see, even with my little trick, it's still a little bit off. So weird. So weird. It must have moved too. But anyway, I should have put more tape to hold it down. But it was odd. And when I saw it, like I said, Craig do it, I'm like, I don't know. But now that I have it in my hands, I see that it's almost the same issue here. All right, let's bring these pieces back. And I'm going to pop this up. And maybe I should have made it a little more festive, but that's okay. So this guy is going to be cut in half. And so I'm going to eyeball this, but this is not a very good thing to do, especially with this machine, but but I do it. I'm just going to eyeball, like, what's the thing called? Where that is, at the very diagonal. And I always hold down this plastic piece, because if you don't, it kind of messes with what you try to do. And it will definitely move. Alright, so let's get some glue. Tape runner, whatever you like. I am in love with this call-out glue, so I use this pretty much all the time. And I have plenty of bottles of it. So let's do the outside first. We're almost done, guys. I know there's a lot of technical stuff, and maybe it's not even going to look like it was that cute, but it's what it is. Oh, I did want to cut out some balloons, too. We will see. The balloons do not have a die. So, like, let's say you wanted to do, like, these little balloons, or, like, the other cute one there. It doesn't have a die to go with it, so you're going to have to cut it out by hand. I'm definitely going to use this box pretty often. I love these balloons, and I'm going to try again to get that lined up better. Because I don't really like the way it has its little balloon end, but this flippin' die is way down here. Whatever. And then in the kit, or in the stamps, it's really cute. It has like little bows, so if you want to put the little bow like under your balloons, wherever. And then it came with the twine, so like if you wanted to put little end strings on these, you can do that. I'm going to take this guy and only put glue on this very bottom very bottom. What am I talking about? Down here, but not on the letters, basically. And just slide that into place. Not too much. Don't mess with it too much if you have wet glue, because you don't want it to end up getting on the letters and then it's going to mess up what you're trying to do. But definitely try to get that centered. I'm going to bring it up a little bit closer. Cute. And then you can use your little fatty stuff like this, which I think is what I'm going to use. Oh, these are balloons, so should it have like movement? Should have movement. We'll do that. I'm going to put a big chunk under the F and a big chunk under here. And then just kind of flatten this here because I need that to do what I'm trying to get it to do here. Okay, my son's starting to talk to his friends over there super loud. Alright. So I wanted that flat. This popped up a little bit, and then there's some more fatness. This I also get from Crafter's Companion's website. I may have to dress this up a little bit more, like maybe, I don't know, with the twine, but, well, it would have to be the twine. Well, too late, because if you want to take the twine from there, I would just stick them to the back of the little letters and then just gather it all together. That'd be so cute. I might have to do something and do it in a backwards way, but where is my box? Hold on. Here it is. I might have to get some of the twine and basically stick it to behind the letters like this. And that'll be easy to do. What I'll do is put some glue, cut the papers, put some glue. I'll use a little tool or something to just kind of put some wet glue on it and then just hold it to the letter, right? On the back. We would normally, if I had thought about it earlier, I would have done it first and then stuck this down. So I'm just going to take my little twines again, like I said, because that will be adorable. And I'm not going to do it on camera because it's going to be messy for you guys to watch, but, well, I'll do one. Let's think. What color do we want? There's lots of colors on this card. Pink, purple, just the beige. Oh, I don't know. Let's go with this yellow because it's not my favorite and it'll just kind of hopefully blend in with what's going on here. And I'm just going to cut a little piece like this. Put some glue on that very tip. Oh, come on. And I do like this glue best, so I will use this. Oh my gosh. Did you see that swinging around? And then I'll take it to the back of my letter like that. Oh, my son. And I'll do each one like that, right? So just kind of hold it for a while and I'll be right back, okay? This is so adorable. I think I'm just going to go ahead and pass away at the moment. Look at this. And I did put some pink ones in there just kind of randomly because, you know, I love pink. But I'll probably cut some of these off in just a minute. They all kind of just went their way because as I was working with it, they just laid down. So very cute. Oh my goodness, of course. So last thing I'm going to do, I don't know, is I guess add a bow. It'd be cute. You can just tie them together with a knot, right? Since these are kind of long, but I'm not going to mess with that anymore. So none of this really matches. Let's go with the purple, I guess. This is kind of going off the rails here as far as color because I'm trying to use what's in here. And like I told you guys, I've used this before and it was like barely enough to make a... Look, I mean, that's it. What is this? 12 inches maybe? So I'm going to make a bow just with my hands, which is not always the best thing, but hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm making like bunny ears. My husband's choice of bow making. I'm like, how old are you? And you still... He does bunny ears on his shoes. Anyway, let's see here. I'm going to pull this way. Otherwise, I would bust out my ultimate, but I don't feel like bringing that out. That's pretty good, no? This one needs to be pulled more this way. And I think this wants to go this way. That's how I feel bows out. Like that twisted, it looked like it was twisted to me, so I kind of just brought it back and that looked better. And here we go. And I'm just going to cut at an angle here and then another angle over here. And hopefully it's the same angle. I don't know. I'm bad at seeing stuff like that. Like, see, now I feel like this one should have been cut. Who knows? The other direction. Let's see. I don't know why I'm really bad at envisioning that kind of thing. Maybe it's just because this one's so much longer. That's a little better. Okay, and then, since we don't want it to fall apart, let's get our lighter. This lighter is from the Dollar Tree, and I'm not even kidding, I've probably been using it for 5 years. Well, I don't use it that often, but there. And depending on how you want to do this, I would just put a big old glob of glue, to be honest. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to hold this down here, put some glue, and I'll probably use the other glue, but that's okay. I'm gonna use this one today. And I'm gonna put a big glob of glue on the back of this so it goes through those things to the paper. Oh, look at that. We're gonna let this dry for a little bit because I don't want to mess with it too much. Right, while that dries. And then we'll put the inside of the card together with a stopper. Maybe I'll do the balloons for the stopper. I don't know. We'll see. And if I do that, I'll probably just stamp them and have them cut out because it's not the biggest deal just to stamp something and cut it out. And then I'll be right back. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and just cut out the little banner and then just stamp one of the sentiments that are on there. You know, with Hello Friend, it's kind of limited, but there is one that says have fun or like it's your day. So I think I'll use it's your day. Hello Friend on your birthday? That's kind of weird. Oh, I totally sized that. Well, look at that. Ooh. Either I'm off or I did it just perfectly. That's funny. Let me make sure we're good here. All right. Let me put a piece of tape on this. I was just going to use the Gemini Mini to cut this out real quick. But I didn't realize I cut the paper so basically right to the where it is. So I have my little folder here. And it's all bent and weird. Doesn't matter. And then I have the Mini here. So let's just roll this through. I'm going to push it until it just does its own thing. Hopefully that was enough paper. So I'm going to use this as the stopper. And I was thinking about using a color, but I'm like, like a piece of colored paper. But I think this will be good. And I wanted to see what this looks like anyway, because it does have more little marks in it, which kind of gives you some depth, right, on that. And you can, you know, ink it up, that would be cute too, but I kind of have all these crisp lines, so I'd rather just keep it nice and crisp. And then I'm going to use the word it's your day off the pack here. I guess with this one I could use some color. I was going to go with black ink again, but dress it up however you like. Of course, where is there a small stamping block? Just a little something. I'll just use this one. Oh, somebody asked me, and I don't know if I responded. I had so many messages, you guys. I'm still trying to catch up from just being gone for a few days. Where I get my chunky, they don't mean this one. They're talking about this other, they're close to my heart. Oh, it's right here. I had it covered up with these guys. So they have like a ridge so you can hold them really nice. And it's nice and flat on one side. The other side has a little bit of rounded just to the edge. But basically means you're supposed to put your stamp on that side. And they're really great. So nice weight and everything to them. All right. It's your day. And I guess if you wanted to kind of warp the stamp, you could do that. And what I mean by that is like, you can kind of move it if you wanted it to be like a little bit off. You know what I'm saying? To follow the swerve of that, you can do that with your clear stamps like this, maybe. It would have been a little more that'd be fun. Just know you can do stuff like that. No, some people cut their stamps up even, which I've never had the heart to do, but you can cut it if there's something that you want or don't want or whatever. Cut into it. And you always have it. You can always match it back up, you know. I've never done that. So there's that guy. And this time I will use pop dots. So I'm not gonna again bore you with taking out pop dots and taking the little backs off of them, but I'm gonna place some on here and there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and glue in this green piece in here. Just glue it down, and I'll be right back, guys. I'm just finishing putting that on there. Oh my goodness, there was a lot going on here, and I'm sorry if I lost you, but hopefully you kind of follow along with what I was trying to do. So there's the card. And then obviously when someone opens, it's going to go like this. And then you can still have, you know, room to write something. If you want a matte and layer with lots of different things, of course, that's up to you. Oh, there's lighting. So sorry. It drives me nuts. Still haven't figured that out, especially now that the time has changed. It's totally different. And then we'll put this here for the stopper. So I'll put it like, you know, put it wherever you like. I'm going to put it right here. And I put lots of pop dots on the back of that. And that's going to keep it open. Oh my gosh, I love it. So cute, because there's a lot going on. There is a lot going on. It's a busy card. But we have Hello Friend with the shiny balloons. It's your day. Just kept it simple in the back, and then we have the little bubbles here. And so when they get it in the mail, it looks like this, right? Out of the envelope, super cute. When they go to open it, hopefully they can tell that you can't just open it like this. I mean, it's kind of silly. It pretty much wants to go like that. That's really cute. I'm really happy with it. Other than, I guess the other day I made another card that was kind of like this, right? The Easel card that I made with the vintage lace. I don't even know where the card is. I always try to keep things like that put together, but who knows? This place is such a mess, you guys. I have so much to do, so much to put away. It's because, you know what, I haven't decided what I'm going to keep from HSN or return, and we have until January, the end of January to return. So things are just in packages, and I'm like, a little bit over it, but that's okay. So you want to trim these up on the end, you can definitely do that. I kind of like that some are longer than others. I'll probably give them a little bit of a haircut, but not too bad. Something like that. And away you go. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope that was fun. Learned a few techniques, and I will see you guys at the next one. Bye now.